Hey readers, today we are going to read King and Kayla and the Case of Found Fred. Okay, let's start by giving the book a sneak peek. Okay, I'm already noticing King and Kayla, the Case of the Found Fred. This is a mystery type of book where they solve mysteries. But it's kind of weird how they put the found Fred, like Fred, whoever that is already found. I'm looking at the cover. Pretty sure this is Kayla. This is King the dog. Let's look at the back. Hello, my name is King. I'm a dog. This is Kayla. She's my human. We are detectives. I'm already noticing something about how the dog, King, is going to talk a lot in this book. Look, he's the one that wrote the back blurb. Okay. And now the table of contents page. Okay, when we read the table of contents, let's decide how does this book want to be read. Let's think about what's going to happen in each chapter. Let's decide how we're going to read these chapters. Okay, well, I know it's a mystery book, so we're gonna maybe read it in like a voice, like whenever the mystery's solved, like a more excited voice, like, and then. Okay, let's read the chapters and keep deciding. Grandma's house. Fred is not a stray. Think about how you would read these chapters. Fred's clue. Ooh, we're going to figure out something in this chapter with a clue. I might read in a aha kind of voice. Boat ride. Ooh, and there's an exclamation. I would read that in an excited voice, it seems like. Where is Fred's family? That still has a question mark, and it's the last chapter. Hopefully they find Fred's family. I also noticed something on the table of contents page. There's another little pup with King. Maybe this is Fred. Okay. Another thing we're going to do is the things we've been learning on our authors have intentions, so pay attention. So we're going to notice, stop, and think, what does this author do that's really powerful, that makes us enjoy the book, that makes us want to read it, that makes us go, ooh, or ah, or like laughing out loud, or anything. We're going to notice what's powerful, why, and even think about how the author did it. We also want to do this too. Think about what lessons there are in this book. Authors are writing books all the time, and they have intentions, and they want to maybe teach you something or show you something or make you think about something in a new way. That's what you do as authors too. So we're going to think, what does the author want to teach us in this book? Let's go ahead and get started. Chapter 1, Grandma's House. Hello, my name is King. I'm a dog. This is Kayla. She is my human. Kayla and I are on vacation at Grandma's house. I love Grandma's house. It's my favorite place. Look, King, Kayla calls. I've got the ball. Oh, I can even see Grandma in the back in her house. Okay. Kayla throws the ball into the lake. Splash! Got it! I've got the ball. I swim, swim, swim to shore. I shake myself off and bring Kayla the ball. Sniff, sniff. I smell someone. Someone I've never smelled before. Oh, I'm stopping. I'm going to think right now. All of this talking, this is the page we just came from. King is still talking right now. Look, this is what King says. I smell someone I've never smelled before. Do you see that person or that animal in the picture? Look, it's a new friend. Hello, I say. I'm King. What's your name? Fred, he says. Fred smells like smoke and hamburgers. I love hamburgers. They're my favorite food. Kayla comes over. Well, hello, she says to Fred. What's your name? Don't be scared, I tell Fred. This is Kayla. She is my human. Kayla feels Fred's neck. You don't have a collar, she says. It came off when I ran under a fence, Fred says. Kayla doesn't understand. Okay, I want to stop because I'm noticing something about this book. This book is powerful in a way that I haven't actually read another book like this where the animals do the talking and the humans don't understand what the animals are saying. Like Kayla's going to have to figure out, I know they're going to try to solve something in this book, like missing Fred over here, but Kayla's not going to understand these two dogs talking to each other. This is such a cool thing that this author is doing. I've never actually seen another author do this before. But we have to think about it in a new kind of way too, and think about a lot and who's talking at what part. Powerful. Do you have people? I ask. Remember? Okay, I'm going to stop and think. This is still King talking. I ask. Yes, but I lost them during the big booms, Fred says. That was 5 or 1 nights ago, I say. That was a scary night. I'm going to stop. There's something really powerful the author did here. She even made me giggle a little bit. Because this is what King says. That was 5 or 1 nights ago. Like she's using what the dog would say or what the dog would think. The dog doesn't have any sense of time. So the dog's like, that was 5 or 1 nights ago. The humans would know how long ago the fireworks happened, but because the dog said it, he said it like that. Made me laugh. I know, Fred says. Don't worry, I say. Kayla and I are detectives. We can help you find your people. Chapter 2. Fred is not a stray. Okay, let's stop and think before we even read. Let's think about this. Let's think about the picture. We see the grandma character in this picture. Oh, this is making me think about where they are, where the setting is. They're at grandma's house. They're not at King and Kayla's house because they're on vacation at grandma's house. Fred is not a stray. The word stray means like wild animal. If you own a pet, if you have one, they're not strays, they're your pets. But if a pet doesn't have any humans, then it's a stray. But this title says Fred is not a stray. I wonder how they're going to figure that out because Kayla noticed that there wasn't a collar. I wonder how they'll figure this out. Okay. They know, the dogs know, but how are they going to tell Kayla that? Okay. You smell smoky, Kayla tells Fred. That's because my people had a bonfire. Think about if you've ever had a bonfire before, where you make a fire, maybe it's by the beach or something. You might have s'mores. You might just be warm by the bonfire. Kayla doesn't understand a word Fred says. Do you know whose dog this is? She asks Grandma. No, Grandma says. Maybe he's a stray. I'm not a stray, Fred says. He paws at Kayla's lap. Oh, he's going like this. He paws at Kayla's lap. Do you want to shake hands? She asks. Okay, Fred says. He lifts a paw. Kayla shakes it. What else can you do? Kayla asks. Can you sit? Fred and I both sit. Down, Kayla says. Fred and I both lie down. This dog isn't a stray, Kayla isn't a stray, Kayla tells Grandma. He can shake hands, sit, and lie down. That's how Kayla figured it out. You're a good detective, honey, Grandma says. Thank you, Kayla says. King is a detective, too. We'll solve this case. We'll find this dog's family. How? Grandma asks. We can start by talking to your neighbors, Kayla says. Oh, yeah. Remember, they're still not at home, so Kayla probably doesn't even know who the neighbors are. We'll start talking to your neighbors, Grandma. We visit all the houses on Grandma's dirt road. Have you seen this dog before? Kayla asks the people at each house. Do you know who he belongs to? No one does. We go back to Grandma's house. Let's make some posters, Kayla says. Fred and I help. Found. Small white dog, very friendly. Call that number. Kayla and Grandma staple posters to mailboxes, fence posts, and trees. I hope your family sees these posters and calls us, Kayla says to Fred. Me too, Fred says. That's where we'll stop today. Tomorrow we'll read chapter 3, 4, and 5. And we'll keep thinking about what we think is powerful that the author is doing. And at the end, we'll even think about if it's teaching us anything. Okay?